What is up, YouTube? Poor Man's Guide to Yu-Gi-Oh! Here, coming at you with a Raidraptor deck profile. This was requested to me to do, so this just goes to prove that you send me an email, you comment down below, whatever you want to do. I will make that deck happen as soon as possible. So, yeah. So to start off, we have 3 Tribute Lanius. This deck is relatively cheap in terms of main deck, for sure. Extra's also pretty inexpensive. It's probably under $100, just about under there. So Tribute Lanius is ultra rare in Wing Raiders. And basically what it does is, if this was normal special summon, you can send one Raidraptor card from your deck to the graveyard during your second main phase. So it's like a Beatrice, kind of. And then if this card is destroyed by opponents monster by battle, this turn you can add, it lets you search out your rank up magics. And this deck is just completely about the whole ranking up your cards and making them bigger and beefier as shown down here. Then we only run one of the Sharp Lanius. Basically, it's like a Karakuri Shogun guy who like changes them to defense. It changes when it's normal or special summon. You can pick a monster and change the defense, which is pretty good. And then if it was attacked, you can target a Raidraptor monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So it's good for rank 4 plays and all that other fun stuff. Next, we have 3 Vanishing Lanius. This card is very good once per turn. During your main phase, if this card is normal special summon, you can special summon one from your hand. So this just shoots out rank 4 plays like crazy. So basically, what happens is you do your rank 4 plays, you get out like 4 Strix pretty much, and then you use one of your Raidraptor rank up cards to get into a rank 10, rank 8, rank 6, and just slowly rank it up to get bigger and bigger. And they have a bunch of material because you've been ranking them up so much. So that makes it just crazy good. Next we have 3 Mimikrai Lanius. It increases the level of all Raidraptor monsters you control by 1, so you can go into like rank 5s, but we don't really use that effect too much. The second effect is the one you want to use the most. During your main phase, if this card is sent to the graveyard this turn, you can banish this card to add one Raidraptor card from your deck to your hand. So it searches out pretty much your entire deck, which is always good. It's a very good searcher. The first effect is nice, but we don't run rank 5s, so it's like, it's not that big of a deal. One of the Necro Vultures, once per turn, you contribute a Raidraptor monster, and then target. It basically just recycles your rank up cards, which is always helpful. But most of them are once per turn. This one is not. This one is not. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry about that. And then this is the best card in the main deck for sure. Oh my gosh, Fuzzy Lanius. If you control a Raidraptor monster, it's like a Boots, a Phantom Knight Boots. If you control a Raidraptor, you can special summon it. So it's rank 4 automatically. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can search out one Fuzzy Lanius from your deck and add it to your hand. Except the only downside is you can't special summon monsters other than Raidraptors, but it's not like you're going to go into anything but 4 Strix or maybe a Rise Falcon. But other than that, not too much. 1 Singing Lanius. If you control an Xyz monster, you can special summon it from your hand. So another good way to get out rank 4s. The only hand trap to run is 2 Maxi, because just draw power and Burning Abyss is a thing and all that other fun stuff. 1 Pain Lanius. This card it's alright, but you definitely need to have it in the deck. If it just helps you with battle damage and that type of stuff. And then 2 Last Tricks. After damage during damage calculation, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then you gain 100 life points for each spell and trap you control. And then you contribute it and special summon one Xyz monster from your extract in defense position. So it basically it brings out, let's just say, like a Revolution Falcon, and then you have like Skip Force in your hand or something like that. So you bring this out, use its effect, it negates its effect, and then you can do Skip Force into like Shadowlight Cannon or something like that. 2 Allure for draw power, 2 rank up magic soul save force. Basically, It's essentially a hero lives kind of. You target a Raidraptor monster in your graveyard, spell summon it by paying after life points, and then you pick one that's 2 ranks higher. So that can be anything from you bring back 4 Strix to go into Infinity, you bring back 4 Strix to go into Revolution Falcon, and that type of stuff. Oh, and I missed that. I forgot we run on 1 Blaze Falcon. Blaze Falcon is alright. More rank ups, we have 3 Skip Force, best spell card in terms of ranking up. It's treated as an XC summon, blah blah blah, during your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish it and target one Raidraptor monster in your graveyard and special summon it, which is just really good. A lot of versatility and saving yourself from being OTK'd and stuff like that. 1 Revolution Force and 2 Twin Twister. Also, 1 Doom Double Force. When a Raidraptor monster is destroyed by battle and since the grave, you can special summon it and then special summon from the X check 1 higher rank up. So this is good. You want to set it face down. Your opponent attacks, they'll destroy it. Then like try to go for another attack, bring it out and get out a big beater like a satellite cannon. 2 Nest. Basically, it just like you tribute it and then you special summon 1 from your deck, which is always nice. 2 Nest. This is somewhat like Black Whirlwind for Blackwing. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. This is an ultra, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's an ultra. All this stuff is common except for Tribute Lanius and of course Maxi. But yeah, Readiness. This card is awesome. This turn, Raidraptor monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle, and if you have a Raidraptor monster in your graveyard, you can banish the card from your graveyard and take no battle damage. So this is just a very good card. You definitely want to run this at least 2. You can cut it to 2, but I like it at 3, especially against Cosmo and stuff like that. OTK is easy. 1 Raidraptor Gust. Basically, this is like an Icarus attack, except you don't have to discard. So, pretty solid. And then 1 Solemn Warning. Onto the X check. This card just came out in Shining Victories. It's a super rare, which it surprised me a lot because it was like a very good card, and I was kind of assuming it to be like a secret or something like that. But 2 Ultimate Falcon. This is the hardest card to get out and the biggest card, and it's awesome. And you're gonna win if you get this out. It's unaffected by card effects. You can detach a material from this card, and for the rest of the turn, all monsters your opponent controls lose 1,000, and then during your end phase, you can make all monsters your opponent control lose 1,000 attack, and then inflict 1,000 damage for each of them. So you'll have game in like a turn and a half, honestly. With this, if they have a bunch of monsters. If playing pendulums, oh my gosh, easy win. 2 Satellite Cannon. I think this is a secret rare last I checked. But yeah. If it's 60 summons, you can distress while trap cards your opponent controls, which is awesome, and they cannot activate cards in response to that. And then you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 800 attack for each Raidraptor monster in your graveyard. So this gets over the big ships and Cosmos. It gets rid of back row that's annoying, and they can't strike it, which is always helpful. 1 Infinity for just being very versatile and stealing your opponent's monster and all that type of stuff. 2 Revolution Falcon. This is a common, I'm almost positive. You can detach material from this card. This turn, this card can attack all monsters one controls once each. So it's always a very good effect. But it only has 2,000 attack. But the thing is that monster's attack and defense becomes 0 if this battles a special summon monster, which it most likely is if you're not playing Monarchs. So, very, very good card right there. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls destroyed, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent half its original attack. So just burn damage like crazy and getting rid of annoying stuff. Like the stuff that would be normal summons that you can't get rid of, you can use this effect and get rid of it, so it's always helpful. 1 Blaze Falcon. This is a common also. It can attack your opponent directly, inflicts battle damage. You can target monster your opponent controls and destroy it, so that's always helpful. And then once per turn, you can detach material from this card, destroy as many special summon monsters your opponent as possible. So that gets rid of the big ships. It doesn't banish them, so they're gonna get their effects in the grave, which is a little bit But if you just want to clear the field, something like that, this is a good way to do it. This card is very, very underrated. Basically, Ice Beam, 0 fine. Once per turn, detach material from this card and negates all face-up cards on the field and then it gains 300 deck for each face-up card currently on the field except that card. So it's already at 3,500. And it can get over the big ships and all that other fun stuff, and then 3,500, and it negates all the effects on the field, which is always like a crazy good effect. One Castell to pop stuff and spin it back. One Dweller for BA. 3 Force Tricks, your main searcher in the deck. It's a secret rare in High Speed Riders. It's a good card. Detach and search one Dark Wing Beast monster. So it's a good searcher. It's not once per turn, which is always good. And then it gains 500 attack and defense for each Wing Beast monster you control. So you can get it up to 2,100 attack and 4,000 defense. So that's crazy. And then one Rise Falcon. This card is like Honor Arc, but insanely better. You can detach a material and target one special monster opponent controls. It gains attack equal to it, so it's also got the equal attack and then 100 higher, and then it can tackle special monsters your opponent controls once, which is crazy. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll leave a comment on deck profile I should do next. This one was requested. I did it obviously. So if you request one, I'll definitely do it. I upload Monday, Wednesday, and weekends. So yeah, leave a like if you liked it. Comment what I should do better in about the profile, or if you want to do a different deck, and then subscribe for more profiles and discussions. So yeah, thanks.